Okay, I got a cup. Let's see. Let me see if I can open this up.
For today's should I buy it or not, I wanted to take a look at whether or not you should buy or I should buy a Pick-a-Brick cup. Is it a good return on investment? That kind of thing. So we all know that if you buy a Pick-a-Brick cup and you fill it up to the top, the $16, $15, $16 that you spend on that cup when you go to upload these pieces to BrickLink, the value of those pieces far exceeds the price of the cup. But what about the return on that investment? So this cup that you're seeing here in this video, I purchased in September of 2019. So it's been about 9 months since I've parted this cup out and put it into my store. So what I want to do is I found the brick stock file that I use to upload these parts, and I want to go through. I'm going to use the Brick Owl's history for each item to see how many of each of these pieces that I've sold, and then we're going to see what was the return on investment for that Pick-a-Brick cup. So did I make money? Did I lose money? All that. We're going to see this cup value 6 months or 9 months down the road. So I think this is, I pulled all the numbers, and it's really interesting and eye-opening for Pick-a-Brick cups. So let's make some assumptions here. Obviously, the Pick-a-Brick cup that I filled is going to be different compared to, which parts are available on the wall, how many different parts that you pick, what's in demand at the time. So these parts at the time were prevalent everywhere. So like I remember seeing videos of other BrickLink sellers who were getting Pick-a-Brick cups who were getting all of the same things pretty much. So let's keep that in mind. These parts were available on all of the Pick-a-Brick walls. So there is that. There's not unique pieces that I grabbed in my wall that other people were getting. I also have the assumption that Pick-a-Brick cups are a great way to add parts to your store, but aren't a great way to add valued parts to your store. I've always had that assumption. So I typically don't go to the Lego store and fill up a cup. The other thing was I went with a cup to the store, so I got 50 cents off. So the price that I spent on the Pick-a-Brick cup was $16.65. That includes the 50-cent discount plus the tax on top of it. So I spent $16.65 on this cup. So keep that in mind. We're going to use that as our base for our return on investment. And yeah, so let's take a look at the numbers. The first thing we want to do is take a look at the brick stock file that I used to upload these parts. So we can take a look at what parts we had in the cup. So for some reason we had a couple of flowers that sort of hitched a ride in with from other containers of the Pick-a-Brick wall. So we had a couple of plates round one by one with flower edge, 5 petals. We had a couple of those, bright light orange and white. The big one, tile round 1 by 1/4. We had 477 of those. Carrot top twigs, 130 of those. Carrot clubs, 41 of those. Brick modified 1 by 1 with scroll with hollow stud. Just take a look, so you can see what that looks like. We had 38 of those. Wedges, plate 6 by 3 left and wedge plate 6 by 3 right. We had 14 and 11 respectively. Now my thinking of this is these wedges would go instantly. So we'll see if that's correct. Tile round 4 by 4 macaroni wide in coral, 99 pieces of those. Fence 1 by 4 by 1 in white. We had 42 pieces of those. Brick round corner 5 by 5 by 1 with without studs. We had 16 of those. A window 1x4 by 1 2/3 with spoked rounded top. Just take a look at that. 14 of those, and then vehicle air scoop engine top 2x2. So we had 12 of those. So the combined value of everything there was $85.18. So for the $16.65, we have the potential to earn $85.18. What's not good about that? Let's take a look at the spreadsheet of the numbers and see what's sold here. All right. So here's the spreadsheet. So this is in the same order as the Brickstock file here. So hopefully we can see that. So let's take a look at. We have the part number, we have the description, we have the color, we have the quantity that we parted out, we have the price that we listed it for, the total value for that, and then we have the number of sold since we listed it. And so another assumption we make is when we looked at the history, anything that sold after this part out we're listing here. The other thing we did was if we added any other pieces, we also signify that here in case that was significant. I don't think it is, but there we go. And then we have what is the sold price. So I think in a 1 or 2, the price changed from what we listed it. And then what is our return on investment? So what did we gain from having those parts into our store? All right, so let's go down each. So the flowers, the one quantity flower, both of those sold, and the white flower actually sold at a higher price than what we listed it at because we added more pieces to it and up the price. The 6 month average had changed. The tile round 1x1/4, remember that we had 477 of those. We sold 0. We added 0. So no return on investment on that. Those things are still sitting in a drawer, filling up a drawer. Carrot top twig, bright green. We sold. We had 130. We actually sold 50. It was actually pretty good at 5 cents a piece. We brought back $2.50. We didn't add any more. Carrot club. We sold 15 of the 41 that we listed. We sold those at 10 cents a piece. We brought back $1.50 for us, and we didn't add any more. So the brick modified 1x1 with scroll. Remember that it was the brick that had the little architecture piece sticking off the side of it. At pearl gold, we listed 38 of those at 15 cents a piece. We sold 0. We have now listed those at 12 cents a piece, and we've added 10 more to our stock. So no return on investment on those pieces. Wedge 6x3 left, light bluish gray. This to me should have been a key piece, right? Like these things should have, in my mind, should have been sold out by now. So we listed 14 of them. We only sold 2 of them at 12 cents a piece, which is the same price that we listed it for. So we brought back 24 cents. We didn't add any more of those wedges to our store. The right side, we listed 11 of them, and we actually sold 10 of them, which is a big surprise at 12 cents a piece. So we brought back $1.20. We didn't add any more. Tile round corner 4x4 macaroni wide in coral. We had 99 of those. We listed them at 16 cents a piece. We sold 0 of them. They're still listed at 16 cents a piece. 0 return on investment, and we didn't add any more. So the coral pieces aren't doing very well. A fence 1x4x1 white, 42 pieces we listed. We sold 2 at 7 cents at the same price that we listed it for. 14 cents we brought back on return on investment. None were listed afterwards. Brick round corner 5x5x1 without studs and dark turquoise. Looked like a nice little piece, nice piece, but I wasn't expecting it to sell. We listed 16 of them. We actually sold all 16. Actually, looking at the date that those pieces sold, they sold within a couple of weeks of listing them. And we sold them at the 18 cents per piece, so we brought back $2.88. So, hey, that's the only piece I think that we sold all of them. So great. Window 1x4 by 1 2/3 with spoke wood round top. That's the half circled window shaped in white. 14 pieces we uploaded. We sold 11, so we almost sold all of them. At 37 cents a piece, we brought back $4.07. So this is the best return on investment piece that we actually had. And finally, the vehicle air scoop engine top 2x2 in flat silver. We listed 12 of them at 7 cents a piece. We only sold one, and we actually listed 10 more of those as well. So yeah, our numbers here on our return on investment column aren't very good. So let's take a look at the final numbers here. All right. So the total quantity of items that we listed was 896. The total value was $85.18. Total number of items that we sold was 109. And our total return on investment was $12.65. So of all those parts that we listed, we were able to sell $12.65 worth of parts. So if we take the cost of our cup at $16.65, 9 months down the road, we are still $4 in the hole from our investment of that Pick-a-Brick cup. So I'm not saying that the cup is a bad investment, but let's keep in mind that these parts are available in high quantities to a lot of sellers. A lot of sellers do go get Pick-a-Brick cups, so these parts are saturated in BrickLink, and depending on how early you get these pieces, the price might be a lot. The 6-month average selling price might be a lot lower than when you listed these parts. So your prices might be way over what the 6-month value price is. This is confirming what I've always felt. It's good to be able to quickly add almost 1,000 parts with relatively no work. Just go to the Lego store, fill up a cup, pay $15, $16 to get all these parts. But then those parts sit in your store for quite a while, and it'll take quite a bit of time to get a return on that cup. So, do you want to get a Pick-a-Brick cup? Depends. 9 months down the road, I'm still paying for that cup that I bought in September. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks everyone for watching our video. Don't forget to subscribe to Ralph's Bricks YouTube channel by clicking our icon here. You can watch our last Should I Buy It or Not by clicking on this video. You can watch the latest video that we've produced here. And don't forget, you can find us at ralphsbricks.com.